All right, what's up, beautiful people? It's Charlotte Stevens and the Ancestors, the world's greatest empowerment and business coach for badass Black women. And I just wanted to share a couple gems for you people, right? First of all, welcome to the new year. Good time to recommit to trusting yourself, trusting in the universe, trusting in abundance. That is my theme for the year. It's trust. And when anxiety comes up or when I get concerned about anything, I ask myself, am I going to choose trust or fear? And it's always funner to choose trust, right? And to just go chill and go relax and take a nap or do whatever it is I need to do for myself. Briefly, if you don't know who I am somebody who focuses on empowering Black women, making sure that we are centering our wellness in all things. And I teach Black women how they can start their own work from anywhere business, where you can work 15, 20 hours a week, make really good money, 5 to 10,000 or well over that a month, doing what you love, selling your expertise. You don't need a giant following to do this. You don't need a website to do this. You don't need years in college to do this. What you need is confidence, and I can teach you that too. That's the number one obstacle, is just mindset and believing that you can do it. Everything is figure outable, and I know this because I figured it out, and I figured it out because I had to. I'm somebody who deals with recurring depression, and so I had to figure out, how can I serve? I love to serve, but in terms and ways that are sustainable for me, in ways that build me up. How can I build up other people while building up myself? And so that's what I have managed to do. I've been very successful, and I want to help other Black women do the same. Why? Because what I see my sisters doing is running themselves into the ground. And a lot of that comes from not trusting. We have been, it's because of white supremacy, it's because of sexism, it's because of all the things we've had to face. We've had to take on a lot of masculine energy and be in motion all the time, be in action all the time, feel like we must be doing all the time. And if we don't do it, it all comes crumbling down. And that's, we've also been taught to be dependent on our jobs. I know, we feel like, oh, I have to have this job, I have to eat, Charlotte. I get that, but that job is not your source. And that's the myth. That's the unlearning that needs to happen, is that for a lot of you, you really, every 2 weeks I'm going to get that paycheck. You don't know that. You just think that. And at the end of the day, even if you didn't get your paycheck in 2 weeks, who would you rely on? If your job went under, it would be the source. It would be the one, the universe, God, that is going to take care of you. And so it's really important for you to remind yourself of that constantly, and so that you do not sacrifice yourself for this job. Our jobs are built on the plantation model. They're built on the idea that you are expendable, that you are a machine, and that they can work you to death, and that you don't matter. And especially if you're a Black woman, they certainly don't care about you. You already know, sis. So that's why it's very important to me that Black women know they have options, where you don't have to compromise yourself. You don't have to, take out your grill. You don't have to take out your cornrows. You don't have to switch up your vernacular. Like, be you, boo, and your brand. You can make that into a whole business. It's possible. So what I'm offering is an opportunity for Black women to jump on a call with me, and for $25, this is refundable. I will tell you and teach you. I will demonstrate to you various ways that you could be making $10,000 a month with the expertise that you already have now. And if you're not blown away and inspired by the end of that call, I will give you your $25 back. And I'm doing that because I want Black women to know, again, you have options and possibilities, but I know for a lot of us, we've been burned, right? So it's hard to even want to invest, even $25, but I want to show you what's possible. And then I want to offer you the opportunity to support you in manifesting that vision. Because if we could empower Black women, and if we were in a position where we could really take excellent care of ourselves, think of what that would mean for our community, considering that we are the ones that often hold the community down. And so it would be really fundamental, it would be really transformational, not only for us, but for our children who are impacted, for the people that we work with, the people that we support, our family members, our friends, all of that. And we really I would really love us to embrace the entrepreneurial spirit, but not to embrace hustle and grind culture. If you don't take on if you don't really get in alignment with the spiritual components of abundance, then you will recreate the plantation even in your business. And I did this when I first became an entrepreneur, because you can really just work, you can work nonstop, right? If you have your own business and you work from home, where if you don't establish those boundaries, you can really work around the clock. And I see this with a lot of my entrepreneurial friends, working themselves around the clock, running themselves into the ground, not taking naps, not taking time for themselves. And I feel like, if you are making a gazillion dollars and you're very successful in making a giant impact in the world, but you're still not rested or resting or taking good care of yourself, that's not my definition of success or abundance. My definition of success and abundance includes getting all the sleep I need, right? Like all the sleep I need. And I can tell you that this is the first time in my life that I've been able to do that. I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my life. I dropped 40 pounds last year without trying. I'm still my body's still transforming. It's been effortless. And so when you get in alignment, when you get really in alignment with who you are, what you need to be well, and get honest about that, right? And then build your life around you at your highest state, and then serve from that place. You rested, you well fed, you having fun, you laughing, you getting all the orgasms you need, you taking excellent care of yourself, and then you serve. That's a whole another level of service, which is also why your business will grow, because you won't be one of these tired, burnt out entrepreneurs. So all that to say, first of all, rest. Any Black woman viewing this, rest and trust that you can. Trust that your spirit guides, your angels, your universe is working on your behalf as you rest. And number 2, book a call. But you ain't got nothing to lose, right? It's refundable. It's $25, first of all. You spend more on your manicure than you're about to spend on this call, right? Book a call. I would love to show you what's possible. What the biggest obstacle is for people is their mindset. And so when I coach people, all Black women, I only work with Black women, y'all. When I coach my queens, we work on your confidence and your sense of worthiness and really showing you how dope you are, right? So we work on your confidence. And then I teach you about the spiritual laws of the universe and abundance and manifesting and how to attract things. And the reason why that's a really key piece is because that's what's going to allow you to rest. That's what's going to allow you to chill and not feel like you have to post constantly and have a gazillion followers, because you know that you did your part and the universe will do their part. And when you have the masculine and the feminine energy, right? When you're taking inspired action, right? You still have to act, right? You can't just meditate your way into everything, right? You still have to act, but when you act, it's inspired action. Your angel said, "Oh, go, walk outside, turn right over here. Oh, why don't you go over there and go look at those sweaters," right? It's inspired action. One thing leads to another. Next thing you know, your dream is manifesting, rather than you just running around doing all the things because everybody else is doing all the things, right? It's guidance from in here instead of looking out here for the guidance. So book a call, $25. It's refundable. I would love to show you what's available to you and how peaceful your life can be when you create your business around your wellness instead of the other way around. This is Charlotte Stevens and the Ancestors, the world's greatest empowerment and business coach for badass Black women who want to goddess up. That's my old slogan, but same difference. People who want to learn how to center their self-care and their worthiness and build a business. I look forward to speaking to you on our call. You can also join my Facebook group, Divine Black Business Goddess. It's free. You can follow me on Eventbrite, where I do events for Black women. You can follow me on Instagram, Charlotte Stevens and the Ancestors. And I have a podcast. It's called Charlotte's Badass Podcast. I really should know the name of my own podcast, right? But whatever. All right. See y'all later. Take excellent care of yourselves, Queen, because ain't nobody looking out for us. And I need my sisters.